from the podcast Rants Hollywood Talk. It's Rants Small Talk.
What was even crazier was that was the summer when that song Rude by the Canadian band Magic was hitting the airwaves. I was so into that band. I followed all their interviews on YouTube, would play them at parties with my friends in LA. And then the Sunday that I was in London, I was just, walking out to the elevator, and the elevator doors open, and it's the lead singer of Magic there. And of course, I recognize his face, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I just straight up fangirled out, seriously. Because I'd been watching all these interviews, and I love their songs and listening to their whole album. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm such a big fan. You're the lead singer of Magic, right? He's just like, yeah. What are you doing out here in London? And so I told him that I was on Disney Channel and on a shoot for them. And he said that he and the band had just gotten back from playing the Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. And so they'd flown from New York to London to do a radio tour for London. They were hitting up BBC. And then he says, hey, the rest of the band is just waiting in the lobby. We're going to watch the final game of the World Cup. You should come join us. We're going to go to a pub. Oh. And I was such a goody.
What did you do?
Oh my gosh. So I was such a goody two-shoes. I was like, oh my gosh, wait. I was going to have dinner with my director and my producer and my co-host, and tomorrow's a shoot, so I don't know if I should go. And then he's just like, well, tell them to come too. And here, meet the rest of the guys. And so he introduces me to the rest of the band, which is so fun. And then they're all telling me that I should come with them. I'm like, wow, in your wildest dreams, you get
two amazing opportunities in London.
Yeah.
What a moment for you.
Yeah.
I love that.
So it was just a crazy, crazy experience. I was like, oh man, pinch me. Am I just dreaming life right now? It's a little wild.
That's one of the best payoffs though, isn't it? For all the work that you did, to have that opportunity to be there, I mean, it's just so cool. So what did you end up doing? Who'd you choose?
Yeah. So then then I ended up going to that pub with the band to watch the last game of the World Cup. And I did invite my producer, director, and co-host. And my co-host ended up coming. And at the time, he was a host for Radio Disney. And he got to tell the band, hey, we play your song all the time. Mm-hmm. And he thanked me for inviting him too. He was just like, whoa, that was a really cool experience. And, our producer and director are a little older. They have kids. So I think they were FaceTiming with their families and getting ready for the shoot the next day. And so they passed. But they thought it was the neatest story ever too.
Yeah, that is cool.
This has been Grant's Rants Small Talk. Want more? Join the full conversation on Grant's Rants Hollywood Talk Podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, and in the links below.